In 1987, not 78 is the turn of figures. I was in Jebba, and one man walked up to me and said, my first son is an armed robber and he's in the prison. God has done a lot of things for me, but each time I remember him in prison, I'm sad. It's as if God has done nothing. That one bitter part of my life seems to erase all the others that God has done. So I gave him counsel. I said, please, don't leave him there. He said he had option of fine because the people he robbed did not come to court. So the judge said, well, yes, but where are the people he robbed? Where are the people he robbed? They didn't come to court. So they gave him a jail term instead of being killed. So I told the father, go and pay the fine and remove him. The father told me, he said, sir, leave him there. The 9 months that he will be there, I will have rest for 9 months. I said, 9 months is a short time. The 9 months will soon expire and he will be back. And when he comes back, he'll become more vicious. When he comes back, he would have learned more of the act because he has spent 9 months with those who are senior on that line. So quickly go and pay and bring him out. If you are not going to do that, what did you come to me for? You say you are not happy your firstborn is an armed robber and is in the prison. And I'm giving you the answer. You are saying the time he will be there, you will have peace. 9 months peace. So I finished my crusade, I returned to Ilorin. And one evening like this, there about this time, I was returning from town and met a young man in front of my gate with his box. Then I asked, from where? He said, from Jebba. No, he said, from federal prisons, Katsina. I said, who brought you here? He said, my dad brought me here. And the man dropped you and had left for Jebba. I didn't wait to see me. He said, the man said that we had discussed. I said, what did we discuss? What he told me was that you were in prison. And you being there made him sad. So I said, I should bring you out. I didn't ask him to bring you to me. He said, since I was the one who gave the counsel, that the father said that I will be the one to handle the consequences. And the man had there were not the days of handset for me to recall him wherever he had gone to come and carry the exhibit he dropped at my gate. I opened my gate. It was my longest night, as if the day won't break. An armed robber that was released fresh from Kaduna prison is in my house. And all I'm hearing is that we have discussed it. What did we discuss? I didn't sleep the whole night. And when the day broke, and we were going to do morning devotion, guess where we read, thou shalt not steal. Or where else will we read? We had a visitor from federal prisons. And this young man lived in my house for 2 years. If I was going out, I'd take him along. I can't leave him behind. My first 3 children are boys. I can't leave him behind because I don't know what he would do. But he was hearing the word of God, hearing the word of God, hearing the word of God. The word of God is very powerful. And after 2 years, he changed. And he changed so thoroughly and completely. No, I'm a thorough man. And evangelists, we are midwives. We take delivery. People to be born again. And it has to be holistic. You don't burn only head and leave the legs inside the mother. So, after 2 years, he began to preach. And I started to send him to places I could not go. And they returned to me by telling me that I sent a person that preached a message they have never heard, and that they will not invite me again. He will be the one they are inviting. I said, that's fine. They didn't know that he's a thief. And this young man moved on till he became a pastor. He's married to a medical doctor. He's having a family life that his past does not seem to qualify him for. But the grace of God can produce products that will embarrass your history. Did somebody hear me on the right side? The grace of God can produce a life for you that will embarrass your history, that if you told people who you were, they will argue. I was in the country in January and they came to see me. I was addressing a group of doctors and nurses in London. They traveled to see me. I will be going to them to do holidays sometimes in June. And in my presence, he was telling his wife, a medical doctor, a senior doctor in this country, that you don't know me, that this is my father who helped me to become who I am. And each time he came to the country, he knelt down. The last time he knelt down in front of my wife and said, I want to thank you. I lived in this house for 2 years. That is not down to Baba Omolehin, it's down to you. If you wouldn't let me stay in this house, I would not stay. And you tolerated me and gave me a chance to become. We were 6 in the armed robbery gang, and I was the leader. And I went to tell the other 5 that this job, this business is ended. I cannot continue. And I told them to cease and stop. They said, well, maybe Baba Omolehin is giving you money, and so you are okay, but we need to make a little more. We know it's not good, but we will stop sometime. And they continue. And in their outing, face police, drop 1, he remained 4. So he gathered the 4 and said, I told you, leave this thing. We know we will all die, but equal the death of bullets. We know we will all die, but why would you die a violent and brutal death? They said, yeah, but let December pass because we need money for Christmas. We need to rob people, and it's usually Christmas, December time, people have money, and we need to take some of it. Police drop 1, remain 3. He called the 3 and said, I told you. You see, the life of transgression, what we call the misery of iniquity, that you are doing it and you don't know why. They write it on the packet of cigarette that those who smoke are likely not to live long, and they write it there by World Health Organization. But the cigarette industry in this country is one of the biggest. And you are using money to buy what you know will kill you. That's what I call the misery of iniquity. There is something behind it. There is a drive. I can ask you to consult your handset to find out the statistics of the number of people who die of lung cancer in this country and how many die from drinking every year. They are in hundreds of thousands. And I don't know why the government here is not courageous enough to place a ban on what kills people. But I'm told that the taxes are attractive. The population of people who die through road accident and drinking in Nigeria is about the number of a local government per annum. Drunkenness is one of the sins, the most unreasonable. You drink and you can't remember that you are a gentleman. This is wicked. You will see people who drink it and can't find their way home anymore. In Nigeria, drinking is one sin or one practice that even if you don't have money, you will have people to buy for you. They say they declare surplus. This same person who is buying for you cannot give your wife money to go and buy food. This same person buy for you will not give you money to pay your children's school fees. A drunkard is worse than a madman. A madman will not sleep inside gutter. A madman knows where he sleeps. The mystery of iniquity till they became one. And my son in the Lord called the only one left and said, now I used to be your leader and we were 6. I left. I'm on my way becoming a pastor. And you are left in armed robbery. That one said he's not happy that he's the only one left. Because each one drop, another person take leadership. So when you are the only one left now, you lead yourself. And eventually in his very last outing, he too was killed. And the reason my son came to kneel down in front of my wife and to say thank you was because he said, if I too did not leave, I by now will be